And moving on to priming the brain for effective self-reflection. All right, we're on why self-reflecting is extremely important for self-awareness, and we're talking about triggers now. As we may or may not be aware, a trigger is something that induces a type of automatic response that is kind of triggered, and it's attached to your emotional mind, which is your midbrain. You don't need to know too much about it, but essentially a hormone or some type of memory that produces some type of feeling or emotion causes you to react, have anxiety, have a physical response because of chemicals being released, and it's associating some type of past really negative experience that had happened. It's around negative words, negative language. A lot of the times when somebody says something and makes you feel a certain way, that subconsciously brings you back to your past. And then you react. You're triggered. You are in this fight, flight, or freeze, or face type of response state of mind that just puts you into this whole different state of mind. We all experience it, and a lot of it is due to subconscious past events that have literally influence the way our brain perceives and interprets certain situations. So, when you're more self aware and you practice introspection to a higher degree, you're able to know all of the different triggers that could possibly shoot you into that state of mind. And then once you're able to be aware of it, you're then able to plan for it and dissect it, explore it, experiment with it, expose yourself to it, and learn the different coping skills to overcome it. So again, you don't want to be a slave to your triggers. You don't want to be a slave to your ego. You don't want to be a slave to any of the other previous things that I had discussed, because that means you're not in control. And your triggers are very associated with your pain. So understanding your pain is another huge thing about being self-aware, about effectively self-reflecting and using introspection skills as an art. Because when you understand your pain points, which I discussed in another training about, are you being manipulated? We're all being sold things every day. And if people know your pain points more than you know your own, there is a huge chance, again, that you're going to be manipulated. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next lesson.